looks like, for the stage selection, and not just too.
Uh,
Just had some strikes going on there.
Yeah, FD is a weird choice, but I can see just no platforms or maybe seems to be a Shignanigans advantage if I didn't know any better, just for the coverage. And there you go, starting off with these nice little straight lasers, just using the spare to cover some space. Nidus is just landing. There we go. That's the F tilt I was talking about. Rematch, roll out, reset neutral. They're both going in.
Arcfire.
Yeah, Arcfire is weird seeing Shignanigans not go for confirm off of it, instead opting to charge the book. Maybe valuing neutral a little bit more than a little bit extra percent on the combo.
Which on a stage like this, I think is actually a pretty good option, considering how big Ridley is.
That was a nice spot dodge read. Shignanigans really doing their homework. Watch the VODs for sure. What? Yeah, and that was such a scary option. Nidus, it's 2-2 now. Both players just getting a little feel. Nice double jump and neutral. That's PK Fire up there. 41%, 55 being packed on by that little bolt of lightning. But here we go. Nidas is just using that same option, trying to get that damage from that update. Double up tilt doesn't really do much, and once again, Shignanigans seems to be having his hand on the tempo of this game. Now, Ridley's a character that only needs to touch you a few times, and maybe Nidas will show off a little bit more once, you know, you're under that stress and you're like, I need to make it or break it. You may go for a little bit more insane options. Ridley is one of the characters that's like, when your life's on the line, Ridley's gonna come out. That's the scariest version of Ridley possible. Tries to cover the jump there, doesn't quite make it. Good on Shig for not jumping. Jumping's pretty bad in this game when there's a move that's gonna hit you.
Still relatively even between both players right now. None of them are really taking the full 115. But Shig's starting to try to
Oh, and that is a nice stop from Shignanigans. Nidas is just trying to find any sort of move that will kill. A lot of unsafe options here, and Shig is just sitting back, playing the tempo game. Hand on the heartbeat of the game, and that's what you really need to do in these types of situations. You're up against a character that loves to throw out options and just kill early. Just don't do anything to them. Just take a seat, sit back, and say, hey, I'm winning. Time he does have, as he's just... This is the Arcfire on the ledge there. That's going to be a bit of a reversal. That mistake actually cost a lot more than you might think, but that's the tempo. And tempo for Robin is Robin's whole game plan. That and obscene damage. Uses that PK. Use that Arcfire. Get some room here, and we just have some more little footsies. Nidus throwing that Nair out, drawing some. Tries to go for Fireball dash attack, which doesn't quite connect. It's a little weird sometimes, and that's a nicely placed Arcfire. And this seems like it's going to be the end of Nidus. If he can make it back on ledge, a little bit of a retreat, but still Nidus pinned against the corner, rolls to center stage, but no, punishes, and up in the top corner, up in the top corner. Once again, Nidas on ledge. This is a very precarious situation, but doesn't quite get the Arcfire frame trap there. Uses the up B to get a little bit more damage tacked up on stage. Doesn't use it, and look at that up B counter. It's getting really low. More Arcfire, more Arcfire. The charge of a neutral B and the bait in. Where the Nair? That is game one Shignanigans, ladies and gentlemen.
All things considered, I'm still very three steps ahead. Both players the whole time just tugging back and forth. But it seems like a lot more in the sense of when Shig got stage, it was a lot more impressive comparatively.
Yeah, and you can see the difference between these characters is Robin wants tempo. Shignanigans wants you to he wants you to play that slow game. If Nidas maybe just played a little bit more nonsensical, I know you have a character that's not exactly great, so your moves are very punishable as is, and you got to be really careful of how you place them, but sometimes you just have to say, whatever, and go for some bit of more of a hard read, because Ridley can get a lot of damage out of strings. More so strings than combos, of course, but still, really powerful string this character has.
I think I definitely see him using the sense of Nair when he jumps on him, or hitting back with back air more. All things considered.
3, 2,
See if he can use that a little bit more in this game too.
That was a nice double jump call out. You know, Shignanigans has been doing a lot of those double jumps. And a roll from ledge. Maybe this is what Nidas has been noting. Shignanigans seems a little less confident. It's like the reset of the stocks sort of did something to Shignanigans' mental. Because this is not the same Shignanigans I saw last game. I'm just saying this by the positioning of how you're moving around with Robin, how you're throwing out these neutral Bs, how you're always keeping the threat. Last game, the threat was always at Nidas. Nidas always had to pick an option because he could always be hit by, say, a semi-charged neutral B, or just all those options coverage. In this game, you're just not seeing it. And going right into Nidas' face again, trying to cover out the roll option with the back of the Nair. Doesn't quite connect, but this is the damage we were talking about, and there we go. Just keeping this pressure. This is the Shignanigans we saw last game, and I expect a lead to diminish.
More off this game here. Already at 84% of stock from Shignanigans.
Yeah, landing with an aerial, that's a bad habit that a lot of players have. And just always trying to land with an aerial, because, you know, falling aerials, it just seems like a good move because it's safe on shield a lot of the time, a lot of these aerials, but it's not safe on whiff, and that's what you're going to start seeing at this level, is a lot of these things that aren't safe on whiff just get crunched on and punished. You just can't throw them out anymore. You can't fight ghosts anymore.
That was a nice Nair to cover. They're just kind of staying in that positioning. Forward air probably doesn't work.
Yeah, and you can see how comfortable Nidas is with the lead, but now Shignanigans has to approach him. But Shignanigans, I think, is just trying to get the mental back for game 3. Robin isn't exactly a comeback character. You have those resources that you need to manage, and usually those resources coincide with your stocks. It's really hard to wait a while, get all the resources charged back up, and start doing the damage again up to 3 times for a 3-stock comeback. I just don't see it happening in the world of possibility. Although I do see Shignanigans taking this.
I think definitely in this game it'll take a lot than what we saw in that game 1. Once it brings back here. But right now, Nidas is showing that they really adapted to the sense of what game 1 was. They're kind of having trouble adapting back to it.
That is a nice Nair from Nidas, covering all that ledge. The side B doesn't quite reach. Shignanigans trying to find the most optimal punish, thinks, I want to hit him into the stage, and that's how you get the maximum amount of damage. Maybe the comeback is more plausible than I originally anticipated, although I'm still doubtful. But there we go. This is just nice zoning, and this is the confidence Shignanigans need for game 3. Honestly, that was a net positive for Shignanigans. Those the last few seconds.
1-1 here for both players. Going to be going into this game 3 here. I wonder if we're going to see the same stage or potential different. Definitely a different stage. We're going to see Town and City.
Town and City.
I'd say it's very good for both players.
Yeah, I'd be very scared to face a Ridley on a map that's so wide, because if you get gimped, it's over.
Not only that, but just like Robin cuts you off in the corner, it's going to take so much earlier to kill.
True. There we go. Up to the ledge, landing with these Nairs. Nair into dash attack. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it makes sense. The dash attack does seem like the sort of thing that just combos from anything. Just a combo ender, if you will. And here we are, a little bit of side B on Nidas' shield, but Nidas is using these jumps. A lot of players have these habitual habits where they're waiting for you to expend your jump so then they can punish, and it's hard to readjust the characters that D to D, Ridley hit with more than one jump, because it's just weird.
They're nice to pick the first stock of game 3.
but Shig doing a great job. And that is a great place. Arcfire, Nidas doesn't seem to worry too much. And this is the charge for Nidas. Doesn't quite get the back arrow on shield, but Shig does not quite punish. This is just a scramble situation, and Shig needs to get the tempo, put the tempo down, put down the hand, uses the Arcfire to get any sort of advantage in the situation. And there it is. Just needs to make it back from ledge. That is not a very good match. You can't expect every player to be Mario Party master, but that's definitely something you need to know when you're fighting a Ridley.
Oh, yeah.
How to play Mario Kart.
It is. Nidas taking such a demanding lead right now in this game 3.
But Shigs seems like they have an idea for what they need to do to win.
It's definitely going to be hard, though, given the deficit at hand.
That is back forward air, followed with the back air, using the fire to cancel out that thing. A little risky because of the stun effect, but I guess the stun effect gets canceled out by the other stun effect. Never mind. Okay, we're in here. Using the back hit of Nair to cover as much land as possible. Doesn't quite get the connection, and that does mean a lot more with Robin, even with safe moves, because then you lose that durability on that sword, and that's one more slash. Will it find its mark? I'm guessing going for an Arcfire into it is the only option for Shignanigans to make sure that he gets it 100% of the time. And there is the Arcfire, but there's no more Arcfire.
This is where the issue really lies here for Shignanigans. These resources not at hand at all times. There's going to be that first stock for Shignanigans in this game 3, though.
It's crazy. You get like a high tier character like some of the time. Not even like a top tier.
No.
This isn't Diamonds we're talking about. And there it is. That is a 2-2-1.
Definitely saw a good sense of adaptation and game plan change from Nidas throughout the set, for sure.